Hello and welcome to my shed. My last video, making a small box from a piece of plum, was supposed to be my last video of the year. But having watched Mike Walk make a antique style pepper mill, gave me an idea of what to make for our senior citizens annual Christmas dinner up at the village hall, which is only a week away. So I purchased one, and I must say they are well made. The handle, by the way, comes fitted back to front for ease of packaging. Keep it nice and safe during transit. The kit comes with a full set of instructions and the tools you need to make it. Comes with a handy little diagram on marking out. All you got to do is mark out the piece of wood, how you want it fitted in. How you make it is entirely up to you, as Mike says, and also John on his website on Prokraft. For the project, I've chosen a nice piece of chestnut. So we'll put this in between centres and get it round, and then mark out for the recess for the pepper mill. Be nice to keep this little bit of bark there. Right, and put a tenon on there now. Okay, I'll get this in the chuck. I'm going to true this end up and make sure it is completely flat, which will make the marking out a lot easier. And to check that it is flat, I use the edge of a ruler. And everything seems okay. Right, I'm going to take it off. We'll leave it in the chuck, take the chuck off and get this marked up. mark a line across the middle using Mr. Barrow's centre finder. Have my straight line across there. Now to put a line 90 degrees to that. A tiny hole drilled along the 90-degree line enables a pencil mark to be made. Just line up the marks and draw your line. And I've set my compass to make a 45mm diameter circle. Now I'll take this over to the bench drill and drill 4 8mm holes, about 7mm deep. Right, before drilling any deeper, I just want to make sure that it's going to line up. I'm terrible with drilling holes and sawing straight lines. Bit like how my ploughing used to be, like a donkey's hind leg. And I used a little cardboard template just to make sure. I like to measure several times before I cut or drill. I'm satisfied, everything seems to line up. And I've marked my drill bit so it goes in a depth of 7mm. It is worth taking time on this part as it has to be accurate. Back in the lathe, and now to drill 7mm in with a 45mm Forstner bit. Hopefully everything my marking out is correct. So gently does it. Lovely old job. Okay, now for a 25mm hole through the centre. my Forstner bit wasn't quite long enough to go straight through, so I had to turn it around and attack it from the other side. So made a nice clean hole anyway. Now for a test fit. I'll just see how this fits before I do the final shaping, and a couple of little holes there to drill for pilot holes. So let's see how this is going to go. Lovely old job. Yeah, that's on there nice and firm. I made a little mark there where I want to turn to. So back on the lathe now for some shaping. It's going to be just a simple shape. Thinking of mills, there's all sorts of mills. You get tower mills, post mills, smock mills. So this shape is going to be in the style of a smock mill. Here I'm just marking where it will be eventually parted. And rounding the end over to sneak up on my pencil mark where I showed you earlier. And for sanding sealer, Yorkshire grit and a coat of polish. I'm marking out a piece of American walnut to make the base. It's about 1/2 inch thick. And I'm putting a slight taper on this as well. And with just a couple of pilot holes to drill, we're nearly there. And a quick demonstration from my wife Leslie on using the grinder. And it works extremely well. Very pleased with it. The base, not a tight fit. It's American walnut. It's got a little bit of shape to it, a little bit of detail. I did make a little cardboard template just as an aid for making sure everything lined up. So this will be my last video of the year, and thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. I'll see you in the new year. Bye bye for now.